universe, this is Mystique and I welcome you to my digital sacred space. I hope you're happy, healthy and healing wherever you're watching from. Today we are looking at how are you going to meet your future spouse, and you have 3 paintings to choose from. These paintings are by an artist called 𝒫𝒾𝓁, which is one of my favorite artists, and these are actually notebooks that feature the artwork of different artists. So these are by 𝘠𝓫𝓐 notebooks or 𝘠𝓫𝓐 publishing, and I'm just in love with how beautiful these are. So these are going to be your piles for today, and these are actually blank journals. I have not used them, but yeah, I thought it would be a good option for you guys to choose which one you like, because these artworks are so beautiful and romantic and gold foiled, of course. So this is going to be pile number 1. This painting is called The Kiss by 𝒫𝓁. If you guys want to see the foiling up close, and the back is also the same. So for pile number 1 we have this painting called The Kiss. For pile number 2 we have the portrait of Adele. And this is the back. Then for group number 3, also one of my favorite paintings, this one is called The Fulfillment. And this is the back. And this video isn't sponsored by 𝘠𝓫𝓐 or anything. I just love these tiny notebooks, which is why I purchased them with my own money. So yeah. And you can make your pile selection and skip to your reading, but I always do a small meditative prayer, which I call the prayer of gratitude, before each reading, just to call in the energies, and to welcome all of the sacred energies, and to create a safe environment for all of your energies to be in, that allows me to connect with you and to channel more accurately for you. So yeah, I'm going to begin with the prayer. I feel like some of you are new or here on my channel for the first time. Hello and welcome if you're new here. Take a deep breath with me. For all those of you who are staying with me throughout this prayer, I thank you for allowing me the honor to connect with you, to read for you, and to channel messages from your future spouse, to channel messages from their higher self. I begin this prayer by thanking Spirit for allowing me to do readings on YouTube for my soul family. I am immensely grateful for each and every soul that you lead my way for each and every soul that I come across, for each and every soul that leaves their love for me. Take a deep breath and take a deep breath and breathe out and breathe out. Allow yourself to feel the love of Spirit of the universe. Allow yourself to feel the love of God. Allow yourself to feel your future spouse's energy, their higher self. I call upon pile number 1, 2, and 3 spirit guides, angels, ancestors, their future spouses' energies, their higher self to be with me throughout this reading, to be with pile number 1, 2, and 3, to connect with them so that I can channel accurately and correctly, and I'm able to deliver the correct information. I ask for the sacred space to be cleansed. I ask for the sacred space to be cleansed. I ask for the sacred space to be cleansed. I call upon spirit guides, angels, ancestors to form a protection shield around pile number 1, 2, and 3 so that they are protected from any malicious intentions. They are free of any negative frequencies, low vibrational energies. I ask for immunity. I ask that pile number 1, 2, and 3 be able to step deeper into their self-love through this reading and through this prayer, so that they can experience the grace of God. I ask for the sacred space to be protected from any malicious entities, intentions. May this reading and this space be free of any energies, vibrations, frequencies that do not have my pile 1, 2, and 3's best interests at heart. Call upon dear spirit guides to thank you and to give my love to pile number 1, 2, and 3 and their higher self. As I close this prayer, I would like to say that I always love you, I always cherish you, my dear pile number 1, 2, and 3. May all of the anxiety, all of the worry, any low vibrational energies leave you, and may you be relaxed and calm as you listen to this reading. And may the energy of the reading touch you and be with you long after you have finished watching this prayer, watching this reading. May this reading help you manifest your future spouses quicker, sooner. For this I pray and thank you. Thank you for being with me throughout this journey, my dear loves. Thank you for supporting me. If you're here for the first time, I welcome you and thank you. And thanks, Spirit, for a great soul like you. I ask for your blessings as I begin this prayer. I will now begin with the readings. Bye. Hello and welcome, my loves. If you chose group number 1 or you chose this painting is called The Kiss by 𝒫𝒾𝓁𝓮 𝓛𝓮. I get that your future spouse is going to be very fond of you because you see how he's kind of bending over to, the masculine is bending over to hold the feminine in an extremely loving embrace. Now this painting is one of the most popular paintings by Klimt, so yeah, it's one of my favorites as well. And you see how they look so happy, they look like they are in their own world, and they just look so content. The feminine also has her eyes closed, so I feel like there is a certain energy of romance when you're meeting your future spouse. There is a certain energy of love is in the air. I just heard love is in the air. 111 as I say that, you guys. I'm also feeling that your future spouse could notice your lips when they meet you or notice your facial features, but I'm getting that they will notice your lips, especially if you are the feminine. This is not in a dirty way or bad, negative way. I feel like they will like your physical appearance, and they might look at your lips once or twice. If you are talking to them and you're sitting across from them, then they might look at your lips. I feel like there is a certain energy of them wanting to physically touch you, but I feel like they are not going to, not when they first meet you, at least. There is a certain, I don't want to say S energy, but there is a certain sensual energy here where they want to hold you, they kind of want to merge with you. You see how their robes are very similar, and it's hard to distinguish like her dress and his piece of clothing, whatever he's wearing, and it's all just gold foil. So I feel like they want to become one with you. I feel like they might not know that this connection is sacred, or they don't have any idea how this connection is going to impact their life. I feel like your future spouse doesn't see you coming. I feel like you kind of come into their life like a ray of lightning or something. Like you might know because you are spiritual, so you are connected to spirit, so you might know that, okay, I'm going to meet my future spouse and this and that. So you might know, or you might have some kind of intuitive feeling that you're going to meet your future spouse, but I feel like your future spouse does not see you coming. So when they meet you, it's like a surprise, and they don't have any idea that this relationship with you and this knowing you is going to change their life for the better, is going to completely change their life. I feel like there is a huge energy of change. Of course, now there's a lot of gold for today's piles, and I did pick out my favorite deck, which is this one, the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, which is one of my favorite gold foil decks. You guys might already know because this is quite a popular deck, but I'm just getting that there is a lot of sunshine energy for today's piles. There's a lot of bright energy, like most of you guys are coming from darkness and stepping into the light, and the light is shining like gold. There's something about you being drenched in gold, or your future. You don't have to like gold, or you don't have to be a Leo, or you don't have to wear yellow, but I just feel like, oh my god, we have the star. I feel like you shine in your future spouse's eyes. The first meeting itself, I feel like they're not going to be able to keep their eyes away from you. At first, I don't think you're noticing them, though. I also just heard an R-rated, an 18 plus message. If you are the feminine, they are going to like your chest. That's all I'm going to say. They are not noticing it the first meeting itself, but it's something that will become clear as you proceed in the relationship. So how is my pile number 1 meeting their future spouses, please? How is my pile number 1 meeting their future spouses, please? Okay. So we have the 5 of Swords. Then we have, is this the Knight? The Knight of Wands reversed. Then we have the 3 of Wands upright. Then we have the 10 of Pentacles. Was this reversed? It wants to go upright. And lastly, we have the 4 of Swords reversed. Okay, I think I know what's going on here. I'm going to pull some more tarot cards from another deck as well, but let's get into these cards first. Okay, so firstly, I'm feeling that you guys could be meeting at a high event, like a high, something about a lot of elite and VIP people being there. Like I'm seeing people wearing expensive clothes, expensive watches, and fancy bags, fabrics. I'm seeing like luxurious fabrics. I'm seeing like it's some kind of a very some kind of an event, like a Met Gala. Is that what it's called? The Met Gala, where people they're dressed in very high fashion, and you don't have to like the Met Gala, but I'm just feeling like the event includes a lot of people that are very important, and I'm getting that these are like they might see you during that event. I don't know how you're going over there, but I feel like you are. I feel like with the 10 of Pentacles coming out, you might be on your journey to become very successful. I feel like at that point you're not famous. You're not I feel like you're like a rising star who's been called to this party, and people want to know what you do. People want to know who you are. We have 3, 4, 5 and 10. Like people want to, like you're there to go for networking, you're there. I don't think, for some of you guys don't want to go to this party, okay, because you guys are dealing with some personal issues, and you don't want to go somewhere in a low state when you're not in a good mood, but then maybe your manager or somebody convinces you that, oh no, you should go, it would be good for your career, it would be like a good for your success, why don't you go show your work to these people? And like that's the kind of feeling that I'm getting from this. And I feel like you coming off as very confident. You're coming off as someone who, you don't feel out of place in this party, but you're feeling that it's pretentious a little bit, and you're like slightly put off by that, and you're like, when can I go home? I don't think you like shallow conversations, and anything that requires you to do a lot of small talk and be nice and this and that, like, can be draining for you because you're such an authentic person. But oh my god, these two people look so similar to these two in the back. Why? I mean, the feminine is the same. They both have like this reddish orangish hair. Yeah, you could have some reddish orangish hair, but this could be that's a very specific message. So, or maybe when you meet your future spouse, you could have like a reddish hair. You could have dyed it red or something like that. It is not just your future spouse that is noticing you. I feel like a lot of high profile people are noticing you and noticing that you're there. Maybe you're known to be like a recluse, or known to not go to many parties. So the fact that you grace this party or this event, the fact that you're showing up at this event, is like everyone's noticing the fact that, 𝘨𝘠𝓤𝓮 is here, 𝘨𝘠𝓮 is here. Why is the Five of Swords here? I feel like in your personal life you're going through a lot. Like when I look at your career, very successful, okay, it's like that, like you have everything that you ever wanted, okay. You can afford the expensive bags or the expensive clothes, luxurious items, everything. You might even end up having a great house, a big house, like a villa or a luxurious penthouse, something like that. But I feel like in your personal life there are people that don't like seeing you be successful. And slowly you realize that as you climb up the ladder of high success, you realize that you are losing people, and it's making you a little sad. But at the same time you understand that these people are not for you. So I'm seeing a certain conflict here in the Five of Swords, where you're turning your back away from all of these people that are not happy with your success, because you understand and realize that you worked hard for your success. And if there's people hating on you just because you're successful, there's something wrong with these people. And maybe these people were never your friends. Maybe these people were only comfortable with the low version of you, and they are not comfortable with the highest version of you that you're becoming. And it's like, if you don't like who I'm becoming, then maybe you don't need to be in my life. And it's like you're in that transition period where you're kind of putting some distance between yourself and these people. And I feel like that's what's happening in your personal life, and that's what's happening in your career life. And at that time you're meeting your future spouse. And I feel like this event or this meeting with your future spouse, first of all, I don't think that you are going out with the intention of meeting your future spouse. I feel like this is happening, like you guys are being put together in like the same place geographically, okay, in the physical world. And your future spouse, I don't think they are going to talk to you, because I'm not seeing any. I will pull some more cards, but so far I don't see that they talk to you in the first meeting itself. It's more like Spirit is showing me that your future spouse is going to kind of observe you, or they don't have the chance to talk to you, because if you leave the party early just because you don't like being there, then they'll never have a chance to talk to you. But they'll remember your name, and then they'll ask their team, who was this person, who is pile number one, like, can you tell me where they are from, what's their name, like what do they do, and things like that. Like they are trying to get information about you. And sometimes do you know those stories where one person knows where the other person is going to be, and they go to that place where the other person is going to be, and then they show up there and it's like, oh wow, what a coincidence. But it's not a coincidence. They planned to meet that person, but they're making it look like a coincidence so that it doesn't come off as creepy. And I just feel like your future spouse is going to approach you in a very non-threatening, warm, comfortable way. Like I feel like they are prioritizing your comfort, and they have a lot of chemistry with you. They do have a lot of they feel a lot of like a physical pull to you, but I feel like they will hold back for sure. With the Knight of Wands coming out in reverse, they will hold back for sure. And after they meet you, they are going to kind of stay up at night. They're not going to be able to sleep that night. They're going to think about like, who was pile number one, what's happening during the first meeting of pile number one. Wow, we have the Hermit. With the Hermit coming out, I feel that maybe someone is after you. With the skull here, I'm being taken to the skull in the corner. Now the Hermit doesn't talk about what I'm about to say, but just because I'm intuitively picking this up, like you could have someone be obsessed with you, pile number one, at this time, or your future spouse has someone obsessed with them. And I feel like there's somebody either in your life or their life that is preventing you from meeting your future spouse. Now, I don't think they are going to be successful, that's for sure. I feel like with the star here, you're definitely going to meet, and nothing can prevent this union from happening. We have justice. Okay, this is a confirmation that this union is definitely happening. Also, this union is fated, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of love in this relationship, and there's going to be a lot of equality in this relationship, and you guys are going to have eyes for each other only. So I feel like that's a beautiful message. Then we have the Magician. Yeah, I'm not surprised that this is coming out. Your manifestation is coming true, pile number one. Whatever you think your ideal future spouse / partner is, your manifestation is coming true. It's like spirit is answering your prayers. I just heard one of your spirit guides say, spirit is answering your prayers. Wow. And when you meet when your future spouse comes into your life, and when everything progresses normally and beautifully, I feel like you're going to realize that your power to manifest is limitless. Oh my god, you have all the major arcanas. How did that even happen? You literally have the sun. Wow, I'm not surprised. Now, you could definitely be a Leo, or if you are not a Leo, I feel like whatever your sun sign is, those traits of your sun sign shine out a lot, and that is what is attracting people and your future spouse. I feel like you're in the energy of attracting and not chasing. Like this relationship comes to be in a very organic way. Neither of you are chasing each other, playing games, playing tricks. Neither of you are doing that. I feel like you're just shining. You see how she's holding the sun in this card, as if she loves the sun, and the sun also looks quite content. Well, you can't hold the sun, but that just goes to show how powerful and beautiful she is. Then for the last card, we have the Three of Wands once again. Yeah, some of you guys are definitely traveling. That's a huge message that's coming. You guys are meeting when you guys are traveling. We have the 4 major arcanas, and then for this card we have the Three of Wands. So I am not at all surprised that these cards are coming out for you, pile number one. I'm just getting that you're being called to like this VIP event because they like your work and they like you, and people are kind of curious about you. Like, I'm just getting that you're like a new artist, or like you're a new talent, you're young, you don't have to be young, but your energy is coming off that way. Yeah, and this new chapter, as you transition into this new chapter where good people are being in, where you're meeting good people and you're choosing to be with good people, I feel like your personal life is going to get better slowly. Like, you're going to have connections that that includes people that actually love you, that actually support you, that actually want your success, that actually want you to be radiant and shine. You could have a lot of Libra and Leo, and I just feel like you guys are people that like, I'm getting that you guys have like very strong willpower. You guys are very determined to succeed, and I feel like with the 10 of Pentacles, you guys will definitely make it. I mean, we have the Sun, Justice, Magician, so you definitely make it career wise. But when you're meeting your future spouse, I feel like you're kind of emotionally healing any wounds that were there. And as you heal those emotional wounds, you kind of become a match to people that love you for you. And so it's like there are people emptying out your life, people that don't wish the best for you, and there are new people coming into your life. So I feel like you're traveling not just in the physical world, not just geographically, but also spiritually, in the sense that you're going from one lower vibrational phase to a high vibration, then high vibration to the higher vibration, then from the higher vibration to the highest vibration. Like, that's what's going on spiritually. And I feel like you're energetically elevating, and you will be able to see those changes reflect back to you in the physical world. And your future spouse is just one of those things that your energy is manifesting. This is so nice. I feel like you're going to see, if you are the feminine and you're watching this for the masculine, you're going to see your divine masculine counterpart as someone who's successful, young, rich, and innocent, playful. You're going to see them as someone who is ready to take a risk, ready to take a jump towards things that they want. I feel like you're seeing them as a little bit happy person compared to you. There's something about your energy being a little dense, being a little dense is not the word, but how do I say, heavy. Something feels heavy in your energy, but I feel like you'll be able to leave that with your future. I mean, maybe your future spouse is coming into your life to kind of teach you that how to live life in a light way. Like, you don't have to carry everything that happened to you, all the trauma, all the pain, the loss, the grief. You don't have to carry it on your shoulders and walk, it's better to just leave the baggage, and it's okay to do that. And I feel like you're learning that from your future spouse. Like, your future spouse is coming off as someone who doesn't carry pain, doesn't carry guilt. Like, their soul is coming off as very clear, transparent, and pure, and they have pure intentions towards you. There's definitely a lot of 18 plus energy and messages as well, but I didn't get into it, of course, because YouTube is very strict, so I can't get into it in this reading. But I want you to know that your future spouse definitely feels a lot of passion for you, but they're also very respectful of you. So if you say no to something, like, they will respect your privacy, your space. They honor it's. There's almost this feeling of like they think of you as someone who's very sacred, and they don't want to ruin their chances by mistreating you or like making a bad impression on you. Like, they don't want to embarrass themselves in front of you, so they'll probably plan everything in their head when you meet. But I'm also because the Three of Wands and the Three of Wands came out twice, and you see how they have their backs to us, right? Like, we can't see their face. So I'm getting that the spirit doesn't want you to know too much about the first meeting itself, in the sense that when you guys will talk to each other, actually talk to each other, like maybe on your first date or something, they don't want you to know too much about it, because I feel like your future spouse wants to surprise you. So your future spouse and their higher self are not giving me too much information about that, and they're kind of just telling me to tell you that they want to surprise you. So that is why they are not telling you. So in case you were wondering, what exactly is happening, when, like, what is the first time you actually talk, like, when is the first time you guys actually sit down and have a conversation, like, what's happening, they don't want you to know any of it. It's like they're holding their cards to their chest. They want you to be surprised, they want you to be delighted, they want you to be happy at what they have planned and what they have in store for you. So that's what I'm getting for you, pile number 1. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and if you would like to know the 18 plus energies, I do have some limited edition readings available. All of them are 18 plus. If you would like to purchase those, or if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by emailing me on mystique.𝒫𝒾𝓁28@gmail.com. The email address is going to be in the description, so you guys can go and check it out. And I'm just going to take the time to thank all of the cards, this beautiful diary, and this beautiful painting by the artist Klimt. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I would like to thank you. I would like to thank your future spouse, your future spouse's higher self, all of your spirit guides, all of the beings in the angel realm. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me the honor to read for pile number 1. And dear pile number 1, as always, I cherish you. Hopefully, I will see you in my next reading. If not, I thank you so much for watching this one, and I wish you all of the very best as you step into this new chapter. Keep loving yourself, keep putting yourself first. You're going to be very successful. Bye. Hello, my loves. If you chose group number 2, or you chose this painting, which is called the Portrait of Adele, this is going to be your reading, and this is what the painting looks like. Right off the bat, I'm just being taken to the eyes here. At least they look like eyes to me, so I'm getting that your future spouse only has eyes for you. Only has eyes for you. This is a strong message. Like, this is the first thing they said before. Like, I was just about to like pick up this diary, and I was clearing the table right from pile number 1's reading, And your future spouse was like, the first thing they said to me was, I have eyes only for you. You, pile number 1. I have eyes only for you. But let's see what's going. This is like a mysterious energy. They're not saying anything else, so let's get into your cards. I'm curious what's going on. What's going on here? How will pile number 1 meet their future spouse? How will pile number 1 meet their future spouse? Okay. So for the first card, we have the 9 of Pentacles reversed. Place that there. Then for the second card, we have the Empress reversed. We have the Artist. We have the King of Swords. And then we have the 2 of Wands. Okay. Okay, so you guys could be in a creative field, and the way you're meeting your future spouse, I think, is by having some sort of a disagreement or some kind of a conflict, I want to say. You know those relationships that start off with the main characters not being in love with each other? They actually start off like, oh my god, I can't stand you. Like, that's the kind of vibe I'm getting, because I feel like both of you have very strong personalities, and if you guys are collaborating like in a workspace or on a creative project or something, like I'm seeing your superiors being like, oh, you guys would make a great team, and they're putting you both in the same team or something, or they're saying that you guys should work together, and it's like you can't defy the order, you know, because it's your superior, it's coming directly from your superior, and you guys are like you guys don't see on this, like you guys are not on the same wavelength, you guys are not seeing things the same way. You could have a very different perspective on the thing, and then they could have a very different perspective on the thing, and because of that you are like, no, we should go with option A, then they're like, no, we should go with option B, and you guys are having this I just heard the Hindi word nok jhok, you know, you guys are having that nok jhok, that playful like lovers quarrel. I feel like you guys will start bickering like a couple, like a husband and wife, way before you guys are even entering in a romantic relationship. Because you have the Empress and the 9 of Pentacles coming out for you, and we have the King of Swords coming out. Art is kind of coming out for both of you, and King of Swords coming out for your future spouse. So I'm getting that. Now this is not like a matching energy. There's something about you guys being opposite, but not in a way that opposites attract, but in a way that opposites repel. And then you guys realize, wait a second, we're not actually that different, are we? But I feel like you're coming out as the Empress and 9 of Pentacles, so your future spouse might see you as someone who is self-obsessed, I want to say. Now don't get offended, pile number 2. I am definitely on your side, okay? I love that you're obsessed with yourself. I love that you're focusing on yourself and you know what you want. I love that. But sometimes, and I feel like you're going to know that and you're going to feel that way, like your future self is feeling that way, like why is he, she, why are they thinking this about me? Like, why do they not want me to have my own opinion? Because I can have my own opinion. I'm entitled to my own opinion, you know, like I have the right to have my own views on things, and if I like option A, I'm not gonna lie and say that I like option B. Like, what are they taking me for? You know, what do they take me for? I'm not going to budge from my queen seat or king seat. I feel like you guys are like butting heads, like you guys are coming off as very strong and neither one of you is willing to like kind of come down, and you're like, and I like that pile number 2, because why should you? You're not going there to impress your future spouse. Well, yeah, that's very interesting. That's very interesting thing that came out in the cards. I was not expecting that. But let's see what happens. Like how do you guys fall in love then? What is happening during oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait a second. Okay, you guys got this beautiful card. I think you guys already know which card this is. This is the Lovers card. So I asked like, how are you falling in love, or what is happening, like more information about this meeting, and we straight up have the Lovers. I will get into it, but let's see your other cards. We have the Devil reversed. Awesome. I like that. Then we have the Four of Wands. Beautiful. Reversed. Then we have the Fool upright. We have the Knight of Swords reversed, just under the King of Swords. Wow. Oh my god. And then we have what? This is the Two of Wands right under the Two of Wands. Oh my god. You guys saw that I shuffled the cards. You guys saw that, right? I did not plan this. The fact that the Two of Wands comes out reversed under the Two of Wands, like I'm picking two different decks. And the fact that these two cards come out right under the other. Wow. Oh my god, you guys are pile number 2, aren't you? Yeah, and we have 2 too. Wow, this reading really is for you, isn't it? Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. I love that. So with the Lovers and the Devil reversed, I feel like you guys are going to leave your I feel like one of you is going to approach the other, and something happened, and one of you is going to approach the other and probably be like a bigger person and apologize and say something along the lines of, that was really immature of me and I apologize. And the other person was like, oh, I didn't expect you to apologize because both of you are so prideful, or you look prideful. Not that that's a wrong thing, but you know, you have to be a strong person at work. So and the other person is like, oh, I never expected that you would apologize. And you know, you guys are slowly putting your guard down. Like you, both of you are asking yourselves like, why do we do this? You know, why do we do this? And you guys are being introspective and open to each other and having an honest conversation with each other. And I feel like this honest conversation is the beginning of a new relationship and a new way of being for both of you, new way of relating for both of you. And the people around you are going to look at you, be nice to each other, and they're going to get confused. They're like, wait a second, yesterday you guys were fighting and today you guys are getting each other coffee and being nice to each other. And you're like, we've grown up. You know, we're trying to deal with this like adults would. You know, we're grown-ups, we're not children. And so you guys are leaving that devil energy behind of being. And then you guys find out that at some point you're going to find out that both of you liked each other always from the beginning itself, but it was not clear because none of you would admit that. And you guys were both like, I would rather keep my pride and get hurt than be hurt, like confess and be rejected and get hurt. And some of you might not like that, But this is just one possibility that I'm picking up for the future. Like, tarot readings are not set in stone. This is just current energy. Anything can change. If you guys don't like any parts of this reading, feel free to not claim those or not be a match to these. But I'm just reading what I see in the cards, and I'm seeing that you guys will not start like a committed relationship. I feel like you guys will go from being enemies to friends first, and then from friends to lovers, and from lovers to partners. That's what's happening for you. So it's like you're gradually progressing, you're slowly progressing. You guys are not starting like that, and I feel like both of you will learn to respect each other's strong personalities and kind of accommodate each other. Like, how do we accommodate each other? And so that none of us feels like either of us is making a sacrifice or a compromise. The masculine has a lot of respect and love for the feminine, and the feminine also has a lot of respect. Like, I'm seeing a very equal relationship, like a very head-to-head relationship. And I see with the Fool here, there will be a beginning of a new chapter, a new era. You guys are it's like you guys are new, right? So when you guys are kind of enemies or fighting with each other, not getting along so much with each other, you guys see a different side of each other. But then when you guys have an honest conversation, when one of you apologizes, you guys make the decision to leave those small quarrels behind and just to be mature and face things in a mature way. That's what you're deciding. That's what you're saying, by the way. That's not my outlook. But you guys are kind of approaching this and being like, yo, let's be more mature about this, And when you start to do that, you guys see a different side of each other. Like, the other person you see is more considerate. They know that what preference you have for your coffee. Do you like it black? Do you like it sweet? Do you like it with like extra sugar cubes? Do you like it with whipped cream? And they get you exactly that. Now, this is just an example. I'm not saying that your future spouse is going to get you your favorite coffee. This could be it, but they're just being considerate. Like, if you have a dog, they might come or they might volunteer to take care of your dog when you're going out somewhere. Things like that, like little things like that make you develop trust in each other and make you develop like a true bond, right? So you guys are becoming friends now. And when you guys become friends, then after that you will become lovers, and after that you will become partners, is what I'm seeing. It's like a slowly progressing relationship, which is why I feel like you have the Two of Wands in reverse, and you have the Two of Wands, right, in reverse. So you guys are like two wands, and none of you will budge, right? And it's like, oh, we don't have to budge, we don't have to bend, we don't have to change ourselves to be in a relationship. And you guys find that, oh, you guys are a perfect match for each other because both of you have strong personalities. So you guys understand how the other person is because you are the same way. And it's like, oh, I know he's not going to listen to that. I know she's not going to listen to that. I know they are not going to do that. It's like that kind of thing. Like, oh, you guys have a deep understanding of each other as time progresses. And with the Knight of Swords coming out reversed, I feel like one of you is going to apologize if mean words were exchanged. The person who was mean is going to apologize and be like the adult, and they will be like, I'm really sorry for saying this. I really apologize. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I didn't realize that I crossed the line with you. And I'm really sorry for that, and I don't expect you to forgive me. And at one point it feels like, oh, everything is falling apart, we're never going to talk, like it's done now, this cannot be repaired. But then the other person is like, it's okay, like I'm willing to give this a chance. That's what I'm seeing. But if you think that someone is being very toxic towards you, then please move on, please just leave, okay? I'm not saying that you should forgive people thinking that it's your future spouse, because your future spouse is going to genuinely apologize to you, whereas the toxic people are going to make the apology look like it's genuine. It's not actually genuine. That's what I'm feeling. So be careful, pile number 2. You guys have got some really great cards. Stay in your Empress energy. Keep loving yourself. Keep being yourself. I'm also seeing that you guys could love to travel together, or maybe you're meeting your future spouse away from your hometown or away from the place you were born. Something about meeting them maybe in a different country or a different city, or a different project, different culture, different languages. Something, there is some kind of a difference here that makes you feel like, oh, we're not going to get along, but you guys actually get along very well because we have the lovers here. So yeah, this is what I'm seeing for you, pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Is there anything else, Spirit? Stand your ground, pile number 2. Stand your ground. Do not budge. Okay? If you have a vision, if you have an idea, I feel like Spirit is saying that that idea is worthy of manifesting in the physical. Okay? It's a great idea. So do not give up on your idea. Do not give up on your original. You see how he's like painting or writing something. We don't know what he's writing or what he's drawing or what he's doing, looking at that tree over there. And I just feel like, and there is a wing on his leg. But I feel like you are supposed to have your own original idea. So do not give up on yourself. And if you feel like, your future spouse and all that, that's one thing, that's personal. But when it comes to your work and your career or this idea or what you're creating, I feel like Spirit is taking those creations seriously and saying that you shouldn't give up on your ideas and that you shouldn't budge on your ideas just to make the other person, feel better, or just, you think that, oh, maybe I don't have a good idea. No. You are the one who has the best idea. Okay, so that's one last message that Spirit wanted to give you, and this was your reading. I hope you liked it. If you didn't, please feel free to not claim this. Maybe there's some other reading for you, or maybe there's some other pile, or maybe this reading is not for you altogether. Please listen to your intuition more than you listen to any tarot readings or readers on YouTube. And I want to thank you for being here, for being brave. You seem like such an amazing soul. I would like to thank all of the cards and the decks. Thank you for allowing me to channel for pile number 2. And pile number 2, I love you so much. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by emailing me. It's going to be in the description. And thank you so much for giving me your time and allowing me the honor to read for you. I would like to thank your spirit guides as well. And hopefully I'll see you in my next reading. If not, I thank you so much for watching this one. Bye. Hello, my loves. If you chose this painting or group number 3, pile number 3, you chose this painting. This is called Fulfillment by Gustav Klimt. It's gold foil. This is a journal by Flame Tree, which features great artists and their artwork, and I absolutely love this journal. I have not started to use them, but this is going to be your reading. Firstly, I'm getting that you guys are already connected in the spiritual. You see how the feminine is holding the masculine energy in this painting. It's so beautiful. I feel like the masculine here feels very comforted and safe. If you are the feminine energy, they feel very comforted and safe around you. They feel free around you, and they love you a lot. I feel like you're able to be a grounding presence in times of strife or conflict, and you're able to be, your presence itself is relief, is healing to the people around you. And I feel like especially for your future spouse, because your future spouse is going to be very close to you, right? But I feel like you're able to be a beautiful, grounding, safe space for the people around you. I feel like your soul is so full of love and gentleness, especially if you're the divine feminine. You're fully in your divine feminine energy at this time, and the way you give love to people is something so miraculous and beautiful, even to spirit, that it's kind of making me cry a little bit, but I'm not going to. I have to stay focused. It's like The way you are there for people screams, I'm there for you. I got your back. I'm there for you. Also, there is a fish here, just reminding me of Pisces. But yeah, I think that was it for for the messages from the painting itself. Let's get into your cards now, shall we? How is pile number 3 going to meet their future spouse? How is pile number 3 going to meet their future spouse, please? Okay. Wow, we have the sun in reverse. Okay. Interesting and beautiful. We have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands, I think, came out for all of the piles. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure though. We have the Hierophant reversed. We have the... Wow! You guys, you got the Hierophant and the High Priestess side by side. Do you guys understand the beautiful significance of this? Wow, I love the fact that these two came out side by side. This deck is completely shuffled, okay? It's like the Empress and the Emperor coming out side by side. There's not even a card separating these two. Okay, I'm going to tell you what that means in a bit. We have the Knight of Swords. And then lastly, we have the Three of Wands. Wow, okay. I like these cards. I'm getting that firstly, you guys might meet your future spouse traveling somewhere. Like you're on your journey. This doesn't have to mean like a external physical journey, 3D, in the 3D, but it could be a journey it could be a spiritual journey for a lot of you, but for a lot of you, it could be a physical journey. For most of you, I feel like this is an external journey that you're going on. You're like, I want to go find myself, or maybe it's an external journey but in the physical. Maybe you're going to some kind of a... Now this is not going to resonate with everyone, so please take it as it resonates, but some of you are have like a witchy energy, very high priestess, divine feminine kind of energy. You guys could be tarot readers or be able to read tarot or be able to download divine information. And I'm seeing that you guys might want to try some medicines like ayahuasca. Ayahuasca is usually called as Mother Ayahuasca and Father Peyote. And there are all these medicinal herbs. I'm not encouraging the use or discouraging it, you guys, but I'm just getting that could be possible for some of you, not all of you. And it's like you're on a spiritual journey, like you're going to a temple. Maybe you're going to a place where they teach yoga. Maybe you're like you're going somewhere spiritual. You're going somewhere on a journey. We usually call this a yatra in Hindi, which literally translates to journey, or a pilgrimage would be a more accurate word to describe that. It's like you're ready to go and you're not focused on meeting your future spouse at this time. I'm getting that you're not focused on finding your future spouse. Something about you being so committed to your spiritual journey that you did not ask, or you're not expecting to meet your future spouse, and it's like a beautiful happenstance. It's like a beautiful miracle that finds you. You don't chase it. That is why I feel like the sun is coming out reverse. Like you're not looking for the sun, but the sun finds you. You're not looking for the miracle, but the miracle finds you. And that's what I'm feeling. That is how I feel like you're meeting your future spouse. And I don't think it's a coincidence that this painting is called Fulfillment, and this came out for pile number 3 for you. And because when I was I had actually put these in a different order, and then Spirit was like, no, we have to put Fulfillment for pile number 3. And so I chose this painting for you guys. And I'm feeling that it's such a fulfilling... I just heard legacy. It's a fulfilling... It's a self-fulfilling legacy, prophecy. Why did I hear prophecy? Maybe some of you can foretell the fact that you are going to meet your future spouse, but you are definitely not attached to that outcome. You are definitely not looking, not I'm not feeling any grasping pull in your energy, kind of trying to manifest your future spouse or something. Like, there is no focus on your future spouse at all. I feel like you're really, at this time when you meet, you're very committed to yourself. You're very committed to yourself, pile number 3. And I feel like that is what is attracting your future spouse. Committed to your own mental health, to your emotional health. The way you make space for all of your so-called negative emotions. Like, you have such a high level of acceptance for your negative emotions. You understand that negative emotions are present for you to transmute into positive energy, into high vibrational energy like joy or love. And I feel like you take those negative emotions and you kind of you're like a mother almost. Like, you will invite your pain and you will allow it to sit on your couch, and you will listen to what it has to say, to why it is there. You will take your anger, you will listen to why it is there. There's so, like, you approach yourself in such a sacred way that your future spouse is falling in love with that. It's like your future spouse is in love with your emotional wavelength, with your capacity to feel so much pain and still be able to be as beautiful, as radiant as you are. Pile number 3. You are as bright as the moon in the sky. And the reason why I say moon, even though you have the sun card here, is because the sun is the source of light. But at night, we do not have any strong sources of light. We have the moon, which reflects the light of the sun, and it's like you reflect the light of spirit, you reflect the light of the universe. And your future spouse is coming out as they are so grateful for you. They're so glad that they met you. They're so glad that they met you. You have such a beautiful way of turning your trauma into something beautiful. Your future spouse is enthralled by that. Your future spouse is surprised by that, but in a good way. And I feel like you're going to teach the people around you, or you're teaching your future spouse how to make space for pain, and that pain and negative emotions are not the enemy. The contrast exists for us to step further into high vibrational frequencies, right? Like, negativity exists for you to step further into positivity. And I feel like the way you look at the world, you don't get sucked into the low vibration, into the trenches of darkness, into negativity. I feel like you stay very high. That's why you're coming out as the high priestess, right? Whereas the Hierophant is coming out reversed. So I feel like your future spouse is learning from you, and you are kind of teaching them with your love. I feel like, those spiritual unions where the feminine teaches the masculine with her love, the value of love, the value of joy, the value of happiness, and how important it is to feel good, how important it is to be in a house where you feel connected, you feel loved, you feel accepted. Those are just as important as making money, survival, going to work, jobs, things like that, right? But today, because money became more important and economy became more important, unfortunately, people started prioritizing money over connections, right? Like, survival over love. And you are so high, like, you are so above survival, you know. It's like if you were put in a situation where somebody put you in an impossible situation, you had to choose between like two people and they are being killed off or something, you would find a way to save all of you, or both of them, and yourself as well. In fact, you would not be in that situation because you would not attract that in your life. That's what I'm feeling. Like, your energy is coming out as so clear and transparent and beautiful, pristine, clean. and full of love, full of compassion, full of mercy, that you're almost like a goddess on earth. If you are the divine feminine, you're like a goddess on earth. That is so beautiful. And I feel like your future spouse just wants to kind of understand your mind, how you think. And I feel like during your first meeting, they might be very curious about you and ask you a lot of questions. They're being really inquisitive. And I feel like you're answering everything calmly. And they are like a small kid at a candy store and they've just found candy. But the candy is basically your words, what you're saying. And they're taking all of your words inside them and making it a part of them. Wow, I don't think anything so beautiful has ever come out in a reading. Very unexpected readings for today. I don't know who you guys are, but you guys are amazing. I was not expecting such energies in my readings. So we have the strength reversed. Wow. Okay. My God. This is giving me like goosebumps. Wow. You guys have the High Priestess from different decks. Pile number 3. Who are you? And we have the Knight. Just like we have the Knight here, beside the High Priestess, we have the Knight just beside the High Priestess. And then what is it? The final card, we have the Hermit. All right. Wow. Okay. When I pulled the strength reversed, I felt that you are teaching your future spouse how to, that sexuality is sacred, okay, first of all. And it's like you guys could be practicing a lot of tantric okay. And it's like you're taking them deeper into what it truly means to touch someone, what it truly means to hold someone, to hold someone's hand, and to be in a sacred union that we call as S. I can't get into it in this reading, but I wish I could, because this is so beautiful. This is one of those high spiritual unions, right? And I can't explain it because the world doesn't see it that way, and YouTube is not going to allow me. It's so sad that we have such a contaminated view of sexuality because it's so sacred and beautiful, and I wish I could get into it, but I really can't. But I will say this one thing, that you are teaching your future spouse to transmute lust into love, because you can touch someone and feel nothing at all and not feel connected. And when your future spouse first feels that connection along with the accompanying touch, the physical touch, it's like you are connecting to them on all levels: emotional, physical, psychological, mental. And the way you touch them on all levels will probably bring them to tears. This is so beautiful. I wish I could like get into this energy, but YouTube is going to see it as 18 plus, and I can't. But I feel like you know what I'm talking about, or you will know what I'm talking about. But you're teaching your future spouse kind of how to transmute those base energies and transmute it into high vibrational energies, because sexual energy is life energy. And if your future spouse has any shame or guilt or any negative connotations, any contaminations when it comes to their view of S, then you're changing that. The first time I feel like they be with you, I feel like you're not even going to go all the way, but it's going to feel like that because you are touching your future spouse on such a deep level. It's like you touch their heart and soul before you even touch their physical body. So when you touch their physical body in any way, even if you just hold their hand or touch their eyes or stroke their hair, it's going to bring them to tears. Just the sheer love of you, of just the sheer compassion that you hold in your bones is what is going to ground them and humble them. It's like you're humbling them. Your presence is humbling to them. And I'm not saying that you're putting them down or they are inferior to you or something like that, but there's something about your energy. Just, I feel like your future spouse could come at you thinking that, oh, I know a lot, like I'm confident and this and that, and it's like their ego crumbles, but in a good way. It's not painful. It's not painful. They finally realize that what they thought life is not life. And they are willing to kind of go deeper and understand the deeper aspects of life through you. They're willing to learn from you. This is a kind of connection where the divine masculine holds such a beautiful space, respect and honor for the divine feminine, and the divine feminine keeps the masculine safe. Like I'm hearing the divine masculine protects physically, the divine feminine protects spiritually, and I feel like that's exactly what you're doing. Like you are like a good luck charm too as well. It's not like you're trying to be a good luck charm, but your frequency, if it is so clean and so beautiful, you automatically attract good things for the people around you and for yourself as well. Wow, I want to give you a hug, pile number 3. Like, who are you? My heart is so full. I feel so happy that I do these readings because I get to meet and come across such beautiful energies, which I never thought would have been possible. I was so nervous when I started this channel, and I was like, I have to get this right and I have to do this right, and I was really like a control freak almost. And then I had to kind of understand and accept that there's a certain element of this that is out of my control, because I'm not doing this for me, I'm doing this for you. And so you have to give up that control to spirit and allow spirit to kind of speak through me and give me messages so that I can communicate those with you. And I feel so happy that I made that decision, because I feel so nice that I get to come across people like you. I get to know and read for people like you. Gosh, the fact that you come out as a high priestess in both of the tarot decks, what more can I even say? Like, there's nothing that needs to be said. I feel like if you have been alone, if you have been on a spiritual journey alone, and you have just been learning to transmute all your trauma, your pain, I feel like it's not going to, first of all, this is a confirmation that you're not going to be alone for the rest of your life, okay? With the Hermit reversed, I feel like you're going to go out more, you're going to love more, you're going to be more compassionate. It's like the world is allowing you to be in your beautiful energy, because you are in your beautiful energy, and that is what is going to reflect. So even on one hand, like, there could be wars happening and all that happening, but you are not exposed to those side effects of war or tragedies and things like that, because your vibration is so pure and clean. It's like it's something that it's reminding me of what something Buddha once said, okay? Gautama Buddha. He was asked by one of his disciples or somebody that came to meet him, if you had a choice, where would you go? Would you go to heaven or would you go to hell? And he said, I would go to hell. And everyone was so surprised by that answer. They were like, why would Gautama Buddha choose to go to hell? Oh my god, how atrocious. Gautama the Buddha is choosing to go to hell. And then the person asked, like, why is that your answer? Why would you choose to go to hell? And he said, because I will turn the hell into heaven. What am I supposed to do in heaven? The heaven is already heaven. I will go to hell and turn the hell into heaven. And I feel like that is your energy. I feel like that encapsulates who you are. That one quote. You have the ability to turn hell into heaven just by your energy, just by your love. It's like the external reality shifts itself, is forced to shift itself because of the power that you hold within, the power of love. Okay, the power, like high vibrational frequencies are powerful, you guys, like joy. There is a reason why manifesting coaches and everyone is telling you, like, you need to feel happy, you need to feel this, you need to feel like you're happy and excited, and that is what is going to manifest that quickly. The reason why they say that is because high vibrational energies are so powerful, and I feel like you are in your highest version, you're at your highest state. Like, I swear to God, I'm not even looking at other cards. Like, everything that I'm saying is just coming from a single card, which is this High Priestess right here. And usually Spirit will take me to different cards and tell me a story, and then I will tell you what each card means and everything. But here you have the High Priestess here, and I just cannot take my eyes off her face. If I ever met you in the physical, like, I would not leave you alone. Like, I would want to be your friend all the time. I would want to learn from you. I'm so honored to read for a soul like you. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. Okay, I think this was it for your reading. I don't think I've anything else left to say. I'm so glad to have read for you and to have known you, pile number 3. Yeah. If you want to book a personal reading with me, or if you want any limited edition reading on Mystique 𝒫𝒾𝓁𝓮@gmail.com, and you see the power of this universe, you see the power of this reality where everything can be shifted, transmuted, transformed into something high, and I feel like you're choosing that, you're making the choice to do that. I'm being taken to the Greek mythology, Persephone and Hades. You know how Persephone, he makes her eat the pomegranate seeds by deception, and he keeps her in the underworld for 6 months. And there are a lot of versions to that story and a lot of like ways to perceive it, to see it, I suppose. But I'm getting that if you were Persephone, you would turn the underworld into heaven, and it would cease to be a place of darkness. Like, you would automatically just bring your light there. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, and now I'm going to end the reading, otherwise I'll just keep talking to you. So yeah, it was so nice to know you. I thank all of the cards. I thank you, my dear High Priestess, or Hierophant, High Priest, for being here. I love you so much, and hopefully I'll see you in my next reading. If not, I thank you so much for watching this one. I thank Spirit for leading you to me, and I thank all of the cards for allowing me to channel for you. It was truly an honor. May you stay blessed.